Welcome back to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. You see Franciscan trailing Salve Regina 17-8. I'm Dave Sitton along with Dallin Stamper. It was a pretty good first half. A little bit of a teet and a tot, not a teeter-totter. Franciscan getting off for that 8-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm sure the highlights will come up soon. 2 tries by them was a very good play by them. As we see the highlights come on here, we see the beautiful work there from Brazy as he feeds his winger on the outside. It's Tony Gade with the first score of the game. Beautiful 5-pointer from the back line. And they take an 8-0 lead. We look at the quick tap penalty here from Salve now. They have the ball. Quick tap, and Ryan Chilelis is going to capture the ball here. The 8th man, beautifully strong work from him. He gets the ball down, and they're back in this game at 8-5. And the next play, Salve still have the ball, and there they go. Chilelis scores that try. That's his second try of the game, obviously. Beautiful run from the big man. And there's a quick line out. The ball comes out. Salve have the ball. Fly holds it up beautifully for Turner. The center runs an absolutely magnificent line here. He beats 4 or 5 would-be defenders, takes the outside gap and scores a great 3-quarter try for his team. That puts his team up 15-8. The conversion was good, 17-8, and they lead this game.
All right, we got an entire second half coming your way. We'll see if the Barons can make a comeback over the Seahawks. We'll be right back with that second half kickoff right after this. Welcome back to Infinity Park. Start of the second half of this NSCRO National Semifinal. Salve Regina with their lead 17-8 over Franciscan. And in white are the Seahawks with the lead, but they will kick the ball underway to start this second half. Tim Lipscomb, our referee. I think you heard his watch.
Yeah, we did indeed. Great work from the sound and camera folks.
And we are underway, and this is trouble. Let the ball bounce to your own peril, and that's exactly what the Barons do to start this second half. That's the second time now. There was that high ball over there a moment ago, and if there's any indecision in rugby that will make you pay almost every time, it's letting the ball bounce.
Exactly. As you said, it's not soccer where the ball bounces. You know how it's going to bounce. Unpredictable, this rugby ball. Funny shape it is.
Yes, that was the gift to American football, the shape of this union ball. Nope. They thought it was in a touch. The Barons had the ball deep in their own territory, and they're finally, for the first time, going to chip ahead. This might be a nifty little kick, but well taken by Turner. I tell you what, Quinn Turner's had quite a game. First half, and now he gathers that ball for his team, although nice little bit of running by Thiem. It's Dan Murphy on the deck for Salve Regina. Out to the wing.
Oh, he's round him like a puck.
Tugas goes around the corner. Tugas is in, and he's going to skate close to the sticks, put it down. And Salve Regina is literally running away from Franciscan. Boy, it didn't take him long. First minute of the second half.
Yeah, John Tugas. That's what all wingers dream of doing. Get the ball and finish. As we watch the replay here, the ball comes nice and wide here. Center holds it up. Pesh gives a wide ball for his winger. And here he goes. In, out, rounds his man like a park car, as we said. And one to beat still. Stop starts. And that could cause the confusion there on defense. What a beautiful run from the wing. That's a classic finish.
So Robert Tugas came from football. This is just his first year playing this game.
Unbelievable. What a talent.
And that conversion is good. He's been busy scoring points this afternoon. The first 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Wells Fargo. For over 150 years, our customers have counted on our strength and stability. Wells Fargo Bank.
That is not the start Franciscan would have hoped for. Another quick try to Salve, and all of a sudden, 24-8. We're only 3 minutes into the second half as they kick nice and high.
Salve Regina have scored 24 unanswered points and now are dominating this one. early in the second half here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado on a spectacular spring afternoon. Take advantage of the space. It's Tommy Allen who's going to gather deep in his own territory. There's one option, that's to get it to touch. Does he find it? No, and it bounces back to Allen, who is covering his own kick. Allen with a nifty little possession at the 10-meter line on his own side. Will this be enough to inspire his team of Barons? You almost get that sense that the Barons are going to have to be patient, get back in this game. If they make another mistake, it might be done.
You're absolutely right there, Dave. And this ball looks like it's stolen, and so you're right, a couple of errors, and all of a sudden Salve have the ball, and there they go.
That corkscrew kick by Schachter. Once again, it's Allen by himself. Uh-oh, this may be trouble. Into the middle of the field, lots of people outside. And it was offside against the Barons.
It's a whole lot of players, in fact.
Well, they could take a scrum up there, or they take a kick there. What do you want to do? I think if I'm Salve Regina, I think about taking that scrum at about 5 meters.
5 meters out, and you got the big eighth man who's hard to stop.
Yep.
Shalelis.
I wonder if, they're having a discussion right now what they want to do.
They have an option here for 3 points. It looks like they've gone for the kicking tee just to stretch that lead.
Yep. 24-8 as it is. Let's take a look. Yeah, there was all those players gathered around.
Yeah, so how it works is the offside is you have the ball and you kick it forward. You need to run past all the defenders in front of you. But this is called from the side. There were also a couple offside players as well. So any number of penalties could have gone.
They were listening. They're going to take the scrum. They were listening to us.
They did. They changed their mind there. Wow, that is very interesting.
Yep. Why not? Throw a knockout punch right now, early in the second half. So the option was to take a kick from the point of the infraction or a scrum from the point of the kick.
Crouch, touch, pause, ditch.
Salve Regina going to go to the blind side, straightening up their halfback. Good defense on that corridor by the Barons, and they absolutely need to make a defensive stop right now. But here comes Salve Regina. The Seahawks getting to fly into the try zone again. Ever so close, they inch it.
Okay, number 8.
Penalty against John Cardinal, the number 8 of the Barons. So it'll be a penalty at 5 meters.
5 and 5.
And from what I've seen most recently, Salve Regina has the weight advantage. And certainly the momentum at this point.
They do indeed. And it looks like they're setting up a quick penalty play here, 5 meters from the line. One of the big heavies are going to rumble this up. And I would not want to be on that defensive line right now.
Negative. Nice little switch. And they go in for that try.
Tries that.
Nice work
Must leave it alone.
by Salve Regina. And indeed, they pick up the try. It's scored by Stephen McInerney, the prop.
And he just busts through 3 tacklers. Nice low body position for the prop. You can't go high on a big fella like that. And he just bustles through for another 5-pointer. And I think that's his team's 5th try already today. Looking at a different angle here. He receives the ball, just bumps the first line of defense and the second line of defense. Try go a little higher. They don't want anything to do with that.
And of course, our replays this afternoon brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach. Well, the Seahawks may be putting themselves out of reach right now. We'll see about this conversion from Shalelis. And Shalelis this time is wide. He's had a pretty good day nonetheless. Don't forget, this June, come watch the top 16 college rugby teams in the country battle it out at the 2012 USA Sevens Collegiate Rugby Championship at PPL Park in Philadelphia. It's a great time, folks. For tickets and more info, go to www.usa7crc.com. Don't miss it. 16 of the top programs in the country. It's a dandy of a weekend.
That's, in fact, one of your teams will be there too, right?
And one of yours as well.
That's right, exactly.
Where else but rugby would the two commentators be preparing to face each other? Okay, here's the kick out over the top. This is going to go to the aforementioned Mr. Allen. He couldn't catch that in the air, but after a nice bit of soccer work there. The ball squirts over to Gayed. Gayed inside 10 meters. And he is going to be taken into touch where it'll be a Salve Regina lineout.
Yeah, Tommy Allen is built quite a small frame. He's very nifty. You saw the footwork there. But, of course, the Salve players were easily able to swing him into touch.
You mentioned it a while ago. I'm looking across the way. That's a pretty good contingent of Seahawk fans who are excited about this lineup.
And it's fantastic to see, and they're so happy to have this game televised and broadcast. Division 3 rugby, as we said, is alive and well.
Yes, it is. Nice bit of work that time by Freeman, the hooker.
Goal 5.
Salve Regina, methodically, have scored 29 unanswered points. And got themselves staring at an opportunity to play the national championship game for Division 3. Tugas scored a try to start this second half with good bit of work on the ground. Now to the big lock. DiTucilio. Third phase. Kick it away. Once again, they're going to test Tommy Allen. This time he grabs it on the full, puts it all the way down to the other end. All is back. There's a prop. Now a lock. And now it's going to be a late hit kick or kick.
You have a choice.
That's a silly mistake by Salve Regina.
Penalty up.
So on a
10,
late
come with me,
kick,
Captain,
if the
please.
referee feels that it's a dangerous play, after all, the player's exposing himself, very much like a punter in American football, the penalty
Slides
can
with
be
the
taken
shoulder.
from the point of the kick or where the ball
Okay,
lands.
below. Okay. Away you go. Goal line.
We have a couple of substitutes here. We've got Dan Kramer who's coming on for Pat McKillen.
Gentlemen, late
He'll
hit
be
with
looking
the
to
shoulder. Line,
revive his team as they trail.
line.
That was actually quite a good kick, as you saw. It's all the way now, well into the 22. Brazy has the ball here. He's probably looking for a quick tap. He's ready for one.
Well, normally you'd think they'd go for the 3, but not trailing 29-8. They've got a lot of work to do. If they were to score a converted try here, they get themselves back in the game. Here's the rush by Lewis.
Release it.
And the Barons trying to get back into this contest. 7 meters away. Conahan mining it. Instead, it's turned over, and it's going to be a knock-on,
You play it with one hand. running
and
around
it's
the
going to
ground.
go back to Franciscan. But remember, it was early on. Franciscan had trouble with the scrums against Salve Regina, so that tight 5 right now from Franciscan University is being asked to shove the Seahawks off the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for some of the experienced front rows. Zach Freeman, the hooker, he's a 5th-year senior. He needs to step up now, and obviously with Justin Luther, he as coach said, he loves to scrum. So we'll see how they do here. We've got all the backline stacked to the left. There's only one player here on the right wing.
Pause.
That'll be interesting. Speaking of 7s, one-on-one on the blind side. Here they come to that blind side. Good take. Cutting it and in for the try. That's Mike Brazy, the captain. So give it to me. I'll get us back in the game, and he does. Conversion pending. And it goes back. College kids, a silly mistake. That late hit on the kick, it gave.
And here the replay, they go blind. Brazy gets a beautiful wide angle. You see, he doesn't run north-south. He drifts across the field around his man. One-handed scores that try. Put his team right back in this. And now we have a conversion to come from the sideline. But I tell you what, he's been a danger all day, hasn't he? Brazy ball in hand, he's kicked so well, and he's getting his first try for his team today.
And I do want to spend some time with the Barons because they've let us in on the secret, his nickname. So you see a big, strong kid who's elected captain of your team, and you take a look at that, you understand why. His nickname is Cover Girl.
I love it. I saw that in the write-up, and that is fantastic.
All right, now, Tommy Allen hits it from just inside the touchline. A very important kick. 29-15 in favor of Salve Regina, and that, I would dare say, Dallin, puts Franciscan back in this game.
It absolutely does. Really, for confidence-wise, you know, as you mentioned, they led in 29 unanswered points. For them to come back and get a 7-pointer is huge. 3 points at this stage would not do anything for them. And 29-15 now, a little bit better. 2 more tries, and all of a sudden we have a tied game. So we'll see how things go here. We've got plenty of time in the second half, only 12 minutes gone.
Yeah, 2 converted tries right now gives you a win.
That's right, exactly. If you get the conversion, and we saw from the sideline there, the former soccer player, Tommy Allen, has a great kick in him.
All right, the restart kick comes down to, nicely taken that time, by Zach Freeman, the hooker, but turned over. Salve Regina taking advantage and moving it now close to the 22. Do Franciscan's Barons have the energy to play the defense right now and create a turnover? They need to do that after they pick up a try. And they pick up the ball. There's a turnover. And here they come. Oh, ye of little faith. I can't resist it.
I see Brazy's hurt in the background there. That would not be good for his team.
No.
Oh, he doesn't look good.
Crashing ahead is Lewis, the fly half, out near midfield. But then Brazy is still, well, he's up onto one knee, but it might be the other knee. It's his left leg, and the whistle comes. And we'll see about Mike Brazy.
Yeah, if his team lose his services, that would be very unfortunate. He's been a danger man.
He's been favoring that left leg, and now as he grabs the ankle, we get a little glimpse of it.
Back in, no, that's good stuff.
It's right out of Monty Python. It's only a flesh wound. I'm ready to play again, Coach. Quick toss inside by Salve Regina. Goes to McInerney. He scored a try a little while ago. The big prop takes it in the tackle. Oh, handling error. They brought the fullback in, Miles. Now he sends it to Allen. Allen's got some open space to work. Instead, he kicks it, but right back to the opposition. And to the big runner, Quinn Turner. Turner kicks it. Ball off the fingertips of Tony Gayed. Boy, we saw the whole first half. Nobody wanted to kick, and now they're both kicking.
Yeah, I think it's just a happy feat there. 3 different kicks, and all straight to people as well, you know. None of them were really aimed
kick to space. Kick to space.
Watch the replay here. And this is Turner with the ball, and kind of just comes off the front of his boot there, straight into, who was that? That was number 11, Tony Gay.
Yep. All right. Salve Regina with the scrum inside Franciscan territory, and a takeaway again. Well, I'll tell you what, Matt Conahan's having a heck of a second half. That's 2 consecutive turnovers he's caused. But then there was the knock-on, and it'll be a scrum to Salve Regina.
Yeah, as we said, the little scrum half is from the local area, but he was very, very much into wrestling. And he went to national
Division I NCAA wrestling.
That's right, national championship. So as you said, on the ground, he is a danger man.
Over the years, you take a look at some of the sports that will feed rugby. Wrestling has done a magnificent job in this country.
Absolutely right, yeah.
Great skills, great work ethic too. Miles, fullback, taken to the deck at the 10-meter line. It's going to be advantage to Salve Regina. And a penalty offside against Franciscan. Well, they can't continue to make the errors. That's all there is to it. Here he comes again. Here's Turner. Turner just good for 7-8 meters every time he touches the ball.
Get out of there, White and Green.
Wonderful player to have in your team. Another penalty for Salve.
You have to catch the discipline again. And I think we're going to have a discussion with Matt Conahan. You can't blame Matt for wanting to do a little bit extra.
Come. I've told you once, okay?
There you go. No, it's against.
I'm the referee. Okay, you cut straight and playing. Tell your players to cut straight and playing. Okay, if I hear any more, I will start reversing penalties. You won't be happy with me. Okay? Civics. Okay?
Well, that was an interesting talk there. We thought they were going to talk to the Franciscan team, but actually I spoke to halfback Paul Schachter, who's the captain.
Here's your mark.
And it's a penalty here for Salve. And
Leave it alone, Green, please.
Probably look for touch here. Get a line out close to the line, they could drive it in. Nice kick there from the center, from Turner. He's had an excellent game this afternoon. Really enjoyed watching him play, ball in hand and on defense. And of course, he's got that nice educated kick of his.
Joe, you're going to go in that corner. So, no, after you throw. Stay for the throw. Numbers,
Salve
please.
Regina
Green.
trying to throw a
Numbers.
knockout punch at Franciscan at 57 minutes into the match. 80 is the total numbers. They take the line out. Here they come. They bring their fullback into attack again. This is Miles.
Release him. Work.
Franciscan's defense as they go blind. Needs to create the turnover. They do. And there you have the knock-on.
First knocked off White.
So that'll result in the scrum to Franciscan. The next 10 minutes of action
3 green.
are brought to you
Sub,
by
3
XL
green.
Energy. XL Energy, responsible by nature.com.
That was solid defense there from Zach Freeman. Prevented big eighth man Ryan Chalelis
Let's go.
scoring a certain try there. So a couple of replacements coming on. Number 18 is on here.
That's Evan Rafe.
Crouch. Open up wide, Claims. Touch. Pause. Gauge.
And we have George Fasanello coming in as well for Justin Luther in the front row.
29-15. Franciscan needs the touch kick. Instead, the ball, I believe it was off his leg. Nope, it's going to be the knock on at midfield, and that is a huge break for Franciscan because had that not occurred, Salve Regina was ready to put that ball right back down into the corner.
It all started with that good defense on their line, getting the ball away from that, and now here they're on the halfway, looking to attack. The crowd comes alive.
Crouch.
Crowd getting
Touch.
into it.
Pause. Gauge.
Franciscan trailing by 2 scores.
Captain, number 2.
Penalty against Salve Regina, and they're going to have a discussion right now with the hooker, Rich
Number
Casey.
2, Captain.
Tim Liscombe, and if he pulls,
Yep. I've warned you once. It's dangerous. You're swinging. Away you go.
well,
It's dangerous. Got to
Again.
keep weight on his feet.
he has been sent into penance. You like that one too?
I do.
10 minutes
Hey,
into the
look, guys, Mark's right here.
penalty box now, and that means that Franciscan is going to have a one-man advantage for 10 minutes. And they started too early, so they're going to bring the ball back. The boys are just playing free for him right now.
And Dave, this is going to be very interesting. 10 minutes with 14 players. They're up by
This
2
is penalty.
scores,
No, after the penalty.
but a man short. They're going to have to pull somebody from their back line to
Let's
come
see
back
if
to
we
the
can see
replay.
the scrum and find out what the issue was.
Here's the mark, gentlemen. You have to take it from the mark when time's on. 10, go.
All right, so what Casey was doing was having his feet up in the air early, and he was warned by the referee, and that's what they call now a professional foul.
Outside.
And you're obstructing the game. You're not letting it
Keep that gap. Keep
proceed
that gap.
properly, so he takes a 10-minute break in action for him. So let's see if Franciscan can take advantage of this penalty and this sin bin, as we say. And here they come. They need 2 converted tries to take the lead.
5, get out of there.
And it's
Number
going to be a
5,
penalty
no
against
rack.
Salve
Dangerous.
Regina.
Do not dive at the feet.
Jesse
Away you go.
Vitulio, the lock, dangerous play,
Number 5, don't dive at the feet.
the lock. So Matt Conahan shows where he wants the run, straight up the middle. Look at that. Adam Smith inside 5 meters. Franciscan with a chance. They move it back into the backs, taking it forward again is the fly half Lewis. Big hits down there by Salve Regina, playing a man short.
Repeat again. Releasing White.
You got to be patient if you're Franciscan right now.
Advantage.
And that was a big offside, so advantage right now played by Franciscan. And they're going to get the penalty now.
White, you're offside. Line.
You saw
White, you're back.
Paul Schachter jump way offside. It was quite
Here's your mark.
evident.
9. Here's your mark.
And there was very badly offside. It's almost another professional foul coming into play there. They've got to be careful on their line here.
Well, the last thing they could have happen now is have another sent off.
Out of there. Rock.
And they get the try, yes or no? Held up. Be a 5-meter scrum.
Yeah, Dave is actually going to the assistant referee to see if this was a try. And this will be very interesting. It looked good from me, but I couldn't really see from this side. Yes, it was. There we go.
Tries there.
Fantastic work. A good bit of refereeing there. Going to the sideline to make sure on that try. Oh, what a game we have on our hands.
Well, right now, Rich Casey being sent off. Let's take one more look here from the opposite angle. Oh, lovely call.
Wow, that's fantastic. And that was
Matt Conahan.
number 9, the local boy, Matt Conahan, getting his team fired up with that superb work of try. A little clever scrum off, diving through the middle there. And this crowd, as we said, has definitely come alive. They scored the last 2 tries. And all of a sudden, it's 29-20. Kick to come.
Here's Allen. Drills it. Is it through? Pulled his head up a little bit. Missed opportunity. But, as you mentioned, it's a 9-point game. Boy, what a day. Franciscan with the first 2 scores, led 8-0. And then Salve Regina with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tries unanswered. And here come the Barons. They scored 2 in a row. And with about 15 minutes left, we've got a 9-point game.
Oh, this is super exciting. This is what the fans came to see. Playoff rugby, anything can happen. 9 points in it, and that is nothing with 15 minutes to play. And of course, they're still the man in the bin for a good 6 minutes. Playing with 14 men on Salve.
Here's your restart. Taken wisely. Tony Gayed. Here come the Barons again. Boy, they were trailing by as much as 29-8 early in this half. Ball taken away as Salve Regina. They get it back into the hands of their try-scoring Robert Tugas, former football player. Had a nice run earlier. Moreau moves it to the 22. Big hit. Itulio. And they set that up again. They've done very well with Turner. Good work keeping the ball in possession. And hard running that time by Pat Wendt. And the ball turned over. Conahan with yet another steal. Moving into space across the 22. And they turn it over. Salve Regina. These 2 teams are throwing everything they got right now, Dallin.
They are indeed, and I tell you what, if they can secure that possession, they could rumble in another try. But as we said, a lot of turnovers coming both sides. Franciscan had an opportunity to run it out there, just got caught.
Yeah, you see a lot of players out there grabbing their shorts as they walk away. You can't blame them for being tired. Frenetic second half. Holding on in the tackle on Salve Regina results in a penalty to Franciscan.
And I wonder if the altitude also has a little something to do with that. You know, the last 10 minutes coming up. So struggling to breathe. Razy with a kick.
Needs to find touch and does.
So we watch the replay here. Places the ball out. And not releasing that ball. He's got to let go of that once he hits the deck. He's got a couple seconds to place it.
Yeah, when he was turned over, held on to it again, fought for it. That caused the penalty to be called. Okay, here come Franciscan, the Barons. Good takeoff off the top by Luisi. Offload the ground, lovely done. Spin move inside the 22. Here come the Barons. The ruck takes shape. They got 3 standing up, put it into the centers. And a breakaway inside 5 meters. And he did not release it. Same penalty you saw just a moment ago. Turnabout now. And hanging on to it for dear life was Isaac Arkebeck. And he is called for hanging on to the ball. Penalty to Salve Regina, still playing with 14 men.
Wow, and they were 5 meters away there. Super exciting rugby.
Yep.
The crowd get up, get down. And you watch the replay there, Archie Beck placing the ball back. Yeah, you see obviously got to let go.
You see the Barons the Seahawks are in no hurry to make this lineup happen. Counting the seconds until they go to full strength again. And as far as the Franciscan team is concerned, they need to steal a line out right here. Up early. Yeah, they went up early, so it's a line out infraction. Last thing they needed, so it'll be a free kick. Not a penalty, but a free kick to Salve Regina.
So just remind the fans they can't kick this ball directly into touch for free kick because of the short arm penalty, which is one of the first short arms I think we've seen in this game. So they'll probably run this. Maybe their flag will put it to the boot. Here they go.
Yeah, both wings are up. That leaves Allen all by himself, guarding the backfield. Let's take a look-see. Now they're going to give it a run. Into the centers they go. Crashing ahead is Pesh. Near the touchline. Franciscans would do well to move them into touch and get a line out right here, right now. Ball was out. Fair ball. Play on. And another penalty. And this is going to be against Adam Smith, the blindside flanker, number 6. Playing the ball off the ground.
Yeah, you can see him leaving his feet if we get a replay here. The ex-football player, Adam Smith.
Big boot, and that is a dandy of a kick by Quinn Turner. He has been a busy boy today.
Well, with no angle to work with, he placed that absolutely to perfection. Bounced in and then rolled out. It's a fantastic bit of footwork there.
Wait, hold it. Time's off. Time's off. Take the sub.
And we're going to have a substitution.
Got another sub.
And I believe they're bringing off the prop, Dieselman.
Time's on.
This will be the third prop they've used there, the third tight head prop this match.
That's right, and the wing also looks to be replaced here. Number 22 on the Franciscan side.
Correct. They go inside to McInerney. Ball was not 5, so an infraction on Salve Regina. And the choice given to Franciscan, a line out or a scrum, and they take the scrum. And that's it for the yellow card. So Franciscan got one try out of the one-man advantage, and they are back to full strength. So Rich Casey rejoins the dance, and what a dance we have with 10 minutes remaining. The decision by Franciscan, a scrum, and they do move Salve Regina off. Pressure, good business by Paul Lewis to get the ball into touch under a lot of pressure back there. They move the ball toward the 22. Crashing ahead is the center, that's Pesh.
No hard 7.
Swinging the ball back inside and to the 22 again. Franciscan's defense with a takeaway there. The ball was tossed forward. They hand it back. I don't think Franciscan's getting ready for a touch kick either. Here they come again, trying to bust loose. Ball taken forward by John Rawl. And the ball simply taken away again by the number 8 that time. It was Ryan Shalalis, who's been very busy today, and with the whistle. We remind you the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Lowe's Denver Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, we deliver both. Lowe's Denver Hotel.
Yeah, so we see a slight knock on there. It was a good turnover originally from Salve, and a couple of substitutes coming in. Shane Lang is in for Zach Moreau. And Lang is actually a former football player who joined this program this year. So I'd like to see him get the ball and give it a bit of a run.
Franciscan gives themselves all kinds of, oh, they got a break. Offsides against Salve Regina. Otherwise, with that ball on the deck, they were in a tight spot.
Yeah, that was danger time over there. Brazy fumbled that, went behind him. But originally it looked like the scrum half, Paul Shack to the scrum half, giving his opposite number a bit too much attention. And now we have a penalty to Franciscan.
Franciscan trails by 9 points with roughly 8 minutes remaining. Allen kicks it to touch, doesn't get all that much, but it will be a line out for the Barons, just outside the 22. What a game, 8-0 at one point. That was to Franciscan. Salve Regina came back, made it 29-8 the other way, and a couple of tries lately by Franciscan that made it a tightened up ball game, 29-20. Can't afford to toss the ball behind the guy right now.
Release it!
Lewis had to take it to tackle. Under way too much pressure, and the ball knocked forward.
So we're seeing just those small little errors, unfortunately, coming into the Franciscan game. They're in their half, they're trying to make things happen, and that's what happens when you be behind by a certain number of points.
That should be kicked away, although, quite honestly, neither team with very sharp tactical kicking here in the second half.
Touch!
That is very true. And Salve here with a good position for their scrum on the 22 mark, near the middle of the field.
Oh, another pass. That's an error. Let's see if Franciscans can take advantage of it. Oh, they tie up, ball up. It's loose again. Boy, I tell you, I like the work rate of Ryan Shalelis. He's been at number 8 for Salve Regina. Has been everywhere today, and kicks as well. Scored tries. I think he's a pretty good candidate for man of the match.
Oh, definitely. He's been fantastic, as has the center pairing of Turner and Pesh. Turner's been phenomenal with the ball in hand and on defense as well.
Well, the kick is in front of the opposite number. No knock, says Lipscomb. Desperation rock. And there's an advantage to Salve Regina, and the penalty. What for?
So probably if they could kick the 3 points here, if their kick was on target, kind of put it 2 scores ahead.
Yep.
Only 9 points the difference right now. If they get another 3, that'll be 12 with 5 minutes remaining.
The wind is blowing directly across the field from left to right from the perspective of the Seahawks.
If you watch the replay there, you can see the green player 22 lying all over the ball, kicking on the ground, interfering with the ball. That was Tom Hogan, just caught on the wrong side there.
Trainers looking at Quinn Turner. Again, you talk about guys who've made a major commitment and contribution to this lead for Salve Regina. He's one of them. Ball into touch. Clock now running late in the game, inside 5 minutes.
You saw Turner, he didn't want to leave the field, and he
No.
wants to be part of this victory. He's been outstanding today.
8.
On the gallop, Salve Regina trying to put it away. They got one to beat outside. This guy can run. Tugas finally taken down. Ball picked up, used again by Pesh. Salve Regina with possession and a 9-point lead. Does Franciscan University have the muster to take the ball away and move back down the pitch? We're going to find out very shortly. 3.5 to go. Fresh legs take it inside the 5-meter line. Shalelis. Make that Dan Murphy. Move it in, cross, fullback in. Good tackle that time. Excellent by Brazy, the captain for Franciscan. The big runner, Quinn, loses it forward.
Wow, he must have been close to scoring that. Probably about a meter short. The ball got struck out of his hand.
Quinn Turner loses the ball forward. It'll be a scrum to Franciscan. And they're into that point. It's now or never. Here's one more look. Turner in the tackle, loses the handle. Franciscan, although they've got the put in, are very much on defense right now.
Touch!
They are indeed, especially at scrum time, right on their line here.
Yeah, when your fullback standing near the dead ball line, you've got big problems. And the kick ahead. And this is going to give an opportunity to Glenn Miles. Miles on the return, inside 10 meters with a break and a move, still on his feet, approaching 22 and down just outside the 22. Great counterattack by the fullback for Salve Regina. 3 on this side. Take it, leave it outside for Tugas, and he is taken into touch.
Good cover and tackle.
Yeah, that was great defensive work there by the wing Tony Gay to get his man. Tugas is such a powerful runner. Perhaps a little switch might have been better there to cut in field. But it's been all Salve in these last few minutes.
Ever since Rich Casey came back on the field, reestablishing Salve Regina at a full 15, they have dominated the final moments of this game. About a minute and a half to go, roughly. And now there's nothing left to do for Franciscan to take the high percentage move, kick it to touch. But Salve Regina will have the throw-in.
14 wide. Sub, 14. Sub.
Now's the time for Coach Mike Martin to get a couple other players on the field. I see John Tugas is coming off the field.
Actually, he's not. They're going
right,
to take, they're going to take Turner off. So Quinn Turner, who's had a great day, is off the field. He's going to get a hero's welcome when he comes to the touchline. In his place is Nicholas Pesh.
Yeah, his brother's on the field too.
Exactly. A couple of brother acts in this game.
Obstruction. 10. There's a mark on the 15.
So penalty to Franciscan here, and they will look to run this. 29-20, got nothing to lose with a minute remaining.
Well,
except for the game.
hats off to Mark Hanahan and Niall Mahoney, O'Mahony rather, the coaches of this Franciscan team, but they could have given up the fight a while ago. They did not, and that's what you want to see. I want to remind you, the USA Rugby Men's Club Championships will be held right here in Rugby Town, USA, on June 2nd and 3rd at Infinity Park. Watch the semis and finals to see who will be crowned champions of Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Right here, that's coming up June 2nd and 3rd at beautiful Infinity Park here in Glendale. Well, we know who's going to be in the final of this Division 3 college championship. Salve Regina just moments away from taking it. Franciscan.
19 roll away.
And they lose it. And then they lose it. And just a kick ahead by Thiem. That might be the end of it. It is. Salve Regina. Thankful to overcome an 8-0 deficit to begin the game, and they roar back and take.
Yeah, it's a fantastic win for Salve Regina. I tell you what, they were so happy. It's been a great season for them, and to hold on for this game to win 29-20, they've got a lot to be thankful for. I tell you what, from numbers 1 to 15 and the reserves coming in, it's been fantastic.
All right, this National Small College Rugby Organization, established in 2007. They have one of their 2 finalists, Salve Regina. The Seahawks move forward, and they defeat a very game group of Barons of Franciscan University. Once again, that final.